Hello? Right. Okay, shall we? Let's do this. Hello? Sunday night, 9 o'clock, UK time. It can mean only one thing. Mel's pressing the wrong buttons again. For some reason, it's decided that my audio isn't going to work from that one. Typical, but at least you can hear me, hopefully. If you can't, say hello. How are we doing? Have we had a good week? Let me turn that up just a little. There you go. Yeah, right, where's my chat? No chat then? Okay. Another wonderful day in in terrainiac land. Why isn't that working? And that's definitely not working now, is it? Brilliant. Let's try this. Give me a second. It was working just before the show, you know. Oh, yeah, something's working now. Right, let's give that a go. See if that works. Who else hates energy-saving light bulbs? Do you know what? I like them, but doesn't it often take a while for them to build up and get light? You know what I mean? Right, I've no idea what's happening with the chat tonight. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Come on, Mel, can't I use the Google Doc? Oh, right, chat's come in. Right, Google Doc. I'm all over the place. I've had a hell of a week, guys. I'll explain what's going on, what's going on just shortly. Right. Delete the responses. Okay. Right, the Google Doc is open. We've got some chat. It's not exactly what I was looking for. We'll see if we can fix it. Oh. Give that a go. See if that works. I'll get there eventually. I have had right. That hasn't worked. Right, I'm leaving that. That's just going as it is. Do you know, I really wish that when they do things, they just leave them be and stop modifying things. Right. So, hello. Right. Right, we'll do it like that. Good to see you live. Hello, people. Annalay, hello. Hope you were well. Charlotte's all right. Who else is in? Who else is in? Loads of people. Jake, Sparky, Dale, Bill. You coming in 10 by 10 here, Mal? I'll tell you what, I've just had the most manic week. Yeah. I'm giving up on the chat. It can just stay as it is. It's doing my nutting. I keep trying to figure this damn thing out. It's not being nice to me. It's not being nice to me. Right. So. Right, get you. See, it's thrown me that as. Right, let's get back on track. Okay, first off, the Google Doc is open. The link is down below in the description. If you've got any terrain-related questions, get down below into the description. Go check that out. Woo, almost watched on YouTube. Yes, we are on Twitch, we are on, we are on YouTube, and we are on Facebook, and I've started to get questions in. I've just made Charlie's day. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, so Mel has been a very, very busy boy. Okay, there's three things that's been going on in my life at the moment. One, I had to play a bit of catch up for Christmas, after Christmas. So content was a little bit late coming out, and then because of the way of editing, I had this mass glutton and we had a mass rush. Good news is, next week's videos are already done. They're out. They're on Patreon now, and they'll be coming out. And I'm working on headlands and other stuff for future videos. So content is rolling, which is good. It's just knackered me. Yeah. Next, Adepticon. Okay, I had a meeting with my mate Dave Taylor. I is definitely going to Adepticon. I am booking the flights this week. Yeah, so we might have to have a fundraiser. Yeah, otherwise I'm not sure where my food budget is going to come from. I can sort the flights. Adepticon have found me a bed. Yeah, I haven't registered. I'm just like, I'm just going. I'll figure it out as I go. Yeah, it'll all be fine. Yeah, but I'm going to Adepticon. So if you're going to Adepticon, let me know. Mel, you are evil. You told us all about that Wish website. Bad, bad, bad. I know. I got a little drunk on Friday night, and I bought palm trees. I'm not actually sure. I haven't been brave enough to go back to the app and actually have a look what I bought. Shall we? What did I actually buy from Wish? Does it tell me my orders? Browse. Show me my orders. Order history. Here we go. This was Friday night. I was drunk. Order placed on the 1st of February. Okay, more palm trees. Definitely more palm trees. Oh, hello, we've got followers. Still haven't figured out that what you call it. Yeah, I don't know where I ordered, but I've ordered it. More palm trees, great. Mel, I thought I made time to watch your live stream. They were a little late. You're not that late, buddy. I bought lots of stuff. Didn't need, but couldn't pass up the prices. Cat, when you realise that, yeah, if you leave them in your shopping basket for a couple of days, they send you a discount voucher so it gets cheaper. Yeah. Kez is the master of Wish buying. Kez? Yeah? Can I borrow you for just 2 secs? What are your top tips for buying on Wish? Look at that face.
Read the descriptions.
Yeah, of course. Read the descriptions and sizes.
Yeah, read the descriptions and sizes.
Okay.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kez loves her what you call it. More palm trees. Yeah, more palm trees. Good afternoon from New Mexico. Thank you, JB. But yeah, basically, Wish. I shouldn't go on Wish when I've been drinking. But I am going to Adepticon. Yes, we are going. It's going to happen. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. My accommodation is sorted. I'm sharing a room with Dave Taylor. Adepticon have sorted that for me. I've got to book my flights this week. They're coming in at about, we've seen flights for anywhere from $350 to $400. So that's doable out of my patron money. It'll be a tight month, but it's doable. So I'm not spending any money on toys and models while I'm there or anything like that. But I'm going to have to source a food budget. So it's not till the end of the March, so I've got plenty of time to get that sorted. A bit of spending money to take with me. Yeah, I am going to be filming now. Anyone who's been to Adepticon, what do I need to look out for? I mean, I'm guessing you guys would like me to film the terrain there, yeah? I'm assuming you guys would like me to film the terrain there. Questions are, I've only got one so far, so I'm looking like an easy show. Now, after we finished talking about Adepticon, we need to talk about my book. Yeah? Doesn't look like any of you lot are going to Adepticon. Then again, the Americans are probably sleeping. I know there's a few Americans here. Yes, film it, please. Lots of terrain pics. Has anyone been? Because I've got no idea what American cons are like. I know they're different to British cons. I mean, we like our one-day cons, you know what I mean? Mini live stream from the con, maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to be doable. Yeah, internet connections and all that sort of stuff. I've seen in the past when people have... Oh, thank you, John. That's gone towards... Well, I know it says on the screen now it's gone towards the studio screen, but it's technically going towards the Get Mel to Adepticon budget. Do you ever take photos for scenery ideas? I do. I mean, the internet is full of great scenery ideas, but I'll quite often, when I go to a show, I'll make sure I go through and hammer as many sort of, as many tables and get as many photos as possible. My reference library is quite significant. Adepticon, now what? Nope. Odin, thank you, buddy. I am what? We are £4 towards food. What can you buy in America for £4? Can I get a Big Mac for £4? I'm going for a week. I'm arriving on Monday and I'm leaving on Monday. Yeah, and so that's Monday's lunch kind of sorted. I hope. Have you looked into doing terrain for the Harry Potter miniatures game? I haven't at all, mate, to be perfectly honest. Anything which involves IPs, such as Harry Potter, The Walking Dead, Star Wars, all that sort of stuff, I don't do specific terrain for unless I have an arrangement with the manufacturer that they know me and they're happy for me to do projects on it. Yeah, it's just an Article 13 thing. How's it going, Mel? I've got you on whilst building a billion orcs. Are you going to use those innovative new movement bags? It is midday afternoon in the States. We are not sleeping. Actually, starting to party for the Super Bowl. Yeah, you've got that big do, haven't you? Jake says he likes to walk around the Dales and take reference photos. I used to take a lot of outdoor photos, but now I find the internet far more useful, and I just, when I'm outdoors, I enjoy being outdoors. How much is £4 in US time? Pounds of currency, sir. Emerald City Con is coming to the Pacific Northwest and US. Should be some good events surrounding that. I don't even know what Emerald City Con is. Is that a Wizard of Oz thing? Burger King. I need £6 for a Burger King, apparently. More like a trolley to move these boys. Orksies are saying, what you call it, Warhammer is the worst thing to happen to your wallet. I'll be honest with you. You know, I wonder how much I've dropped in hobby, money-wise. I don't know. So yes, Adepticon I am going. I want to start organising a meetup. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to have a chat with a few people. The way I work is I don't really think about things until I need to action them. And I'm at the stage now where I need to action Adepticon. And so there's this massive list of things that I've got to sort. Passport. I miss TYVM. I don't know what TYVM is. No, it's the name of Kansas City, and it's a huge Comic-Con. Right, okay. Emerald City. So you actually have Emerald City in Kansas? As in, like, the Emerald City from the Wizard of Oz? Then again, wasn't Dorothy from Kansas? I thought she was from Kansas, wasn't she? Watched your barbed wire video today, and it gave me the idea to use twisted vape wire instead of the security wire. Worked fantastic. I've never looked at twisted vape wire. Twisted for vape wire. Vape wire. Look how duck you are. Oh God, Bill. Bill's struggling with his new camera. You'll get there, buddy. Oh, thank you, buddy. What's that say? Have dinner on me. Thank you, dude. Right. Monday's lunch is sorted. I'm happy. I'm having a Big Mac. I prefer Burger King, to be truthful. I think it's called Emerald because of the greenery. Right. Cheaper than to have a drug habit than do anything Warhammer. And, I will argue that in the case of Warhammer, at least you've got something useful left over. Thanks, Mick. It is appreciated, buddy. I think what we're going to have to do is we'll have to do something like a weekend build and just see if I can raise the funds for Adepticon over a weekend or something. Right, now the other big thing that's going on, not only with Adepticon, is my book. Dave Taylor is also like, Mel, the Kickstarter starts in like a month or so. I'm like, all right, okay. It does have a look at the same size when you walk towards it. Cheers, Mick. Yes, I've got a book coming out. Yeah, I'm writing a book. Yeah, I know. I didn't quite believe it myself. Orksies is saying Burger King all the way over on Twitch. Completely agree, dude. Completely agree. Yeah, but no, watch it. I've been talking about a book for ages, and Dave Taylor did his book last year that I helped write. Yeah, so this is Dave Taylor's book, Armies, Legions and Hordes. This went to Kickstarter last year, and he's just delivering. It's basically getting dispatched now. Yeah, so I think the UK folks got theirs first. I think the Americans are getting theirs now, and the Australians in about a week or so. Although you're better off checking with Dave if you want to know delivery details. Last I was chatting with him, that I think that's what he was talking. Now, obviously, here is the book. Quite a nice book as well. It's a proper book. Yeah, and in this book started this small section. Where is it? Yeah, that looks familiar, doesn't it? You haven't seen any of those buildings, have you? There's some of my old terrain you haven't seen. Yeah, but Dave was like, well, should we do a book? And I went, yeah, we'll do a book. He says, okay, we'll kickstart it next March. You up for that? I'm like, yeah. And I pretty much completely forgot about it because of the way my brain works. And so that's come around. So this week I have been working till probably about 3 a.m. every morning. Yeah. And I'm not actually writing the book at the minute. All I'm doing is planning the book out. Reversed. Aussie's got theirs. The American shipments were delayed. Oh, right. Okay. Jake's saying, is it going to be on Kickstarter? I would hella pledge so fast. Oh, yeah. Yes, the boat sank. Mel, have a table at Adepticon, sign pages you contributed to the book. I don't know if I've got a table, but I'm happy to sign pages I contributed to the book. Hey, Ange. Yeah, so, yes, we've agreed we're doing a book. And so, basically, what I've been really busy with this week is not only the terrain, not only planning and like sorting Adepticon and all that sort of stuff, but also figuring out my book. Now, I wanted to pick your brains because Dave turned around and he says, you've got 96 pages to write a book. I'm like, I can't write a book in 96 pages. I've got way too much more information than that. And he says, well, the pages get bigger based on the stretch goals. We have 10 stretch goals at 8 pages a stretch goal. Yeah, I'm like, right. Yeah. And he says, and what you've got to do is you've got to figure out what you want to add in each stretch goal. Yeah, I'm like, right. So basically, I've been working out literally what is on every single page. Yeah. What else have I been working out? Section page content. Yeah, so working out chapter lists and pages. Their talking points, theory ideas, blank page, content progress plan. The actual builds I've got to build because the book is going to be mainly new stuff that's exclusive to the book that I've got to build for it for the tutorials. So I had to plan what the basic builds were and then what all the Kickstarter builds were. Some interesting stuff. Yeah. Then all my stretch goals. And what I'm trying to work out now is, do you think for one of the later stretch goals, yeah, I've got a few areas to advance. Do you think I should expand the core stuff or include a section on advanced stuff? Do you know what I mean? Advanced tips. So an encyclopedia then. Yes. Yeah, very much so. I mean, like I said, what do you call it? We started off with 96 pages, yeah? And I went, right, so I've got 96 pages I can write in. And he goes, no, you've got 90. We need 6 for things like the index and all that sort of stuff. Thank you, Rogue. Yeah, we need 6 pages for the, what do you call it? For, you know, all the admin-y stuff, yeah? And he says, but the book, through stretch goals, can go up to 176. And I went, yeah, still only having 6 pages. I'm having the other 170. And that's what I've done. Depending all the sections in the book as we go through the stretch goals advance in page number. I get more to write with, you know, more space to write on as the book gets bigger. The only section that doesn't expand at all, no matter how many stretch goals we hit, is Dave's admin section. He has 6 at the start, and if we hit the top stretch goal and finish it, he has 6 at the end. He ain't having any more. Yeah? Maybe core stuff and then an advanced in a new book. You see the question, I don't know if this is going to be my only chance to do a book. See, this is the big thing. It'd be very easy for me to just say, well, I can do 76 pages and then we can do another book and another book, but I don't know if it'll fund. Yeah. You know, one of the things I was very conscious about with Dave is like, look, let's make funding and getting the basic book, you know, the level for that. Let's not bump it up to anything silly. Let's just get it and make it happen, you know, and then we can take it from there. And so, what do you call it? And so, I'm faced with this situation of, right, I've got these pages. It could be my only chance to get the information I want to get in the information into this book. So I can't hold back hoping that I'll save that for a future edition. Yeah, and so I've really got to figure out exactly what's important, what's the most important to get in there. And it's such a challenge. I mean, I can't explain. Yeah, I mean, these are my stretch goals and stuff. Yeah, and I really shouldn't be showing you these, to be truthful. Dave will probably kill me. Yeah, but there's the stretch goals with regards to page content and what sections and that sort of stuff. I'm trying to figure out, right, well, okay, on the next stretch goal, where, you know, which one should I update next? Chapter 3, till 19, about palm trees. Do more advanced stuff. The basic stuff then, probably on the same page as advanced tips. Yeah. You could do a second book for the second advanced stuff. 1,000,001 ways to use PVA. I could write that. Another book for our library. Oh yeah. You need to think about your audience. You will have beginners and more experienced folks. Yes, I'm very aware of that, Kat. Yeah, unless it's going to be available in the well, I would say more advanced tips, since most of your market viewers probably have seen the basics. Yeah, I mean, the book serves a very specific purpose. Yeah. Although I've covered a lot of the basics and that sort of stuff on my channel, yeah, there's a lot of areas that my skills have advanced and my knowledge of it has advanced, but perhaps not far enough to warrant doing another video, or there simply hasn't been time to revisit the topic yet and bring it up to date. And so I've got this situation where my videos are down here, I'm up here, yeah, and you guys are sort of floating in between the middle, between what you're watching and the little bits you're picking up on live shows of the more advanced stuff that I've done, yeah. What I'm hoping the book will do is work as a leveler. So on all the topics that I haven't been able to cover, all the new stuff that I've learned and, you know, worked out and that sort of stuff, I can include all that and use it to bring the basics and all the core knowledge up to where I am. So for the basics people, they'll be able to come in, and for as far as they know, it'll just be like, oh, this is the basics, and then there is the advanced stuff. For people who think they already know my basics, I think it's going to be quite an eye-opener, because they're going to open it and go, that's different to how he did it in the video, because it's stuff I've learned and I've changed since then. Do you know what I mean? I heard a no. I'm sure I heard a no, yeah. Someone changed their mind. So that's the thinking behind this. Do you know what I mean? Now, I've got another night of this tonight. I promised Dave that we have weekly meetings now on Wednesdays. And I've promised Dave by Tuesday I'll have a page list for him. We can do this. Will Ozzy be in it? I don't know. I hadn't even thought about putting a dog in it. Title, Foam on the Range. I wanted to call it the Terrain Tutor's Tome of Technical Terrain. Or what was it? What did I call it? The Terrain Tutor's Tome of Terrain Techniques and something else. Yeah, but Dave wants to call it Terrain Essentials. Put QR codes on the page that will link to YouTube videos. QR codes on page. That's genius. The plan is, with all the builds that I'm doing for it, I'm going to do exclusive vids for the backers. Now, they'll be exclusive, I'm thinking, for about a year before they come to the channel. I've got to keep them exclusive, you know, it's just part of the process. But the QR codes on the page, oh, that's genius. Rolls right off the tongue. How will the kids photobomb a book? Oh, the kids will photobomb it. The kids will be in the book. Ozzy might not be, but... Speak of the devil. Corbin, my terrainiacs have a question for you. Come here, lad. Come sit on your dad's knee. He's worried now. Hello, son. Right.
What's the question?
The question is, we're talking about my book, and Matt is asking,
Yeah.
how will the kids photobomb a book?
I don't actually know.
You need to put some thought to this, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't be trying to do the bony arse thing on my legs, mate. Doesn't? Yes, you are. He's trying to wiggle to get his sacrum wedged into my femur. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ow.
Get off. Get off.
Well, you told me to.
I asked you to sit nicely on my knee, not try and give me a crush impact. I got one. Terrain Tutor's Tome with Technicalities. I like that. They should have the picture of Ozzy as the author's picture as he's got more hair. Shall I put the hat on Ozzy? And then we'll have that as the picture. Idea. All right. Idea for page reader. The in-between pages. Paper Toblerone. I don't know if we're going to have one of those ribbon things. I don't know. Ozzy needs his nails trimming. Yes, he does, to be truthful. He hasn't been out as much as usual.
He doesn't like the cold weather, though.
No, he doesn't like walking. He's getting old, and it's getting to the stage now where if you open the door, he'd have any excuse to go outside and run round. Now it's like he'll stand at the doorway, look out, and decide whether he wants to go toilet or not. Train information through samples.
Lie down. Oz.
Go lie down. Oh God.
Oz.
Are you eating biscuits? You're eating meringues?
Oz.
Yeah.
Oz, go lie down, mate.
Lie down, mate.
Doesn't help with having a wooden floor.
Lie down.
Lie down.
Oh,
He's after Corbin's meringue.
Yeah, I know he's after Corbin's meringue. I know, he's saying, okay, my girls want to do YouTube so badly since we started Mel. Crafts and unboxings and live gaming. Charlotte loves to GM. Not sure how many would tune into an 8-year-old hosting a DM. I'd do that. I'd watch that. That'd be epic. Charlie, I'm there, darling. You send me the link to you. We're up for that. Will there be a section on workflows, how to organise, keep motivated? Yes, yeah. Let me work through the sections with you. Yeah, just so you can sort of see what I'm thinking section-wise. Right. Theory is. I'm looking. I think at what's got about 10 pages for theory. Now that's going to be the planning. That's going to be research, project management, all the stuff, design, all that sort of stuff. I did detail it somewhere. I tend to make really rough notes on paper. Yeah, I scribble all over the place, jump around, you know, and then what I'll do is I'll type up on computer afterwards. So I've got Word docs with all this neatly arranged and all that sort of stuff. But as I'm working on it, it's all over the place. Charlie keeps giving me pregnant animals in her campaigns. Terrainiacs Assemble gives you a chance to dress everyone up in a superhero costume. Like those carpet books with all the different textures. Can you imagine that? Will it be a pop-up book? I'd love that. The Train Shooters pop-up book. Right, theory. Ideas, inspiration, research, table set, design, triad, planning, terrain types, build management, colour palettes, colour theory, art, text, scales, modularity, storage.
I'll be down in a minute again.
Yeah.
So I'll do it whenever it does.
Okay then, darling. Yeah, so yeah, we're covering quite a lot in the theory. Then we've got the materials side where I'll go through all the glues and all that sort of stuff. After we do materials, theory, materials, core techniques, basing, building, texturing, greenery, hills, buildings, water, kits. I've got reference material there. I think that's I rename that as the advanced stuff. Yeah. So, lots and lots there. I do like that QR code idea. So yeah, basically, the book is to bring everyone up to where I am now. The way I see it is that new people to the channel, they're facing probably about 5... Oz, go lie down. We'll keep him in there with you, babe.
It's because I've got food.
Doesn't matter who's got food. If there's food, Oz is walking. Here, Anna girl. What was that?
Nearly fell over.
Nearly fell over. See, Charlotte, you'll do better than Willow. Oh yeah, questions. How are we doing on the questions? Thanks. Any chance of a freebie? I might hit you with one, mate. Right, I've got 4 questions so far.
Love you.
Sheet metal floor. Oh, no, wood's bad enough. Hello, you. Come here, you. Hello. Oh, what did you think you were going to fall? Now, I asked Corbin this question. I've got to ask you.
What?
You know Dad's doing this book?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? The internet is asking, how are you going to photobomb a book?
You take pictures for the book. I photobomb the pictures.
Is that your plan?
I'm going to somehow find a way to sneak a picture on me. So I'm going to print one off in every picture you take. I'm going to hide it in the background.
Is that the plan? You don't think Dave will spot you hiding, popping up behind desks and stuff like that? Hey, you know, Is it?
Finding Nemo?
No, Finding Wally. You know, Finding Wally? Yeah, should we have like a Finding Wally Willow? A Finding Willow?
Yeah.
And we can hide you in little photos at the background, your eye peeking up and stuff like that. People can see if they can find you. And then what I can do is make a big thing about it and then not include you in any of the photos, so they spend all the time looking for you and you're not actually there. Oh, Dad'll be in trouble if I did that one.
Yes, you would.
Annalise saying, hello, Willow. Charlotte sends her greetings. I like how you think, Willow.
See, some people believe in me.
Annalise saying, sorry if this is answered. Will it be focused on specific time periods? There will be time periods within it, but I'm very conscious that techniques need to transfer, yeah, to different time periods. When we look at the builds, we've got sort of like, you know, the future Gothic ruins. We've got Iron Age stuff. We've got medieval stuff. And then we've got some natural stuff. Yeah, so there are different time periods, but you know me, I'm about the techniques. So that's a great idea. Find Wandering Willow.
We gotta do that.
I could get Tanya to do a cartoon of you. Or I could use you to like Willow's tips for the colours and stuff like that, because you love your colours, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Have you got any of your latest work?
I have my one on my computer.
Oh, I can't show that.
And I have my one in my book.
Oh, I could show that.
Where to go and get it?
Would you like to show it? You don't have to show it if you don't want to, if you're not
Yeah, I'll
confident.
show it.
Yeah? Alright, you go get it and I'll chat with my gang. She has it all planned out. Found Waldo. Waldo. It's Waldo, isn't it? Not Wally. Mel the TT writes, well, you can put some whatchamacallit and whatchamacallit and then glue the whatchamacallit and then a whatchamacallit and then crack on. Yeah. This is true. Yeah. We're going to have a glossary in there, aren't we, of crack on and whatchamacallit. Yeah, the sentence has ended. Right, I better check PayPal, because I do know that I don't get alerts for guys who send me direct via PayPal. And I know some of you may have done that. Faking it with Find the Weeping Willow. So I just need to check that, guys. Thank you for the guys who have chipped in on the screen so far. Yeah. Oh, someone sent me something. Let me work it out. I have to figure out on PayPal which ones you've already notified about and which ones I've got to sort of like activity, if you know what I mean. Right.
Got this one, but it's a bit ripped.
Oh, that's good. I'll show that. Willow has started doing more drawings. And...
Dad.
What? What? But that's her work so far. You're getting better, darling.
Thank you.
You are getting better. What are you struggling with the most at the minute?
Hands.
Hands? Is that why she's got her hands in the pockets?
Like, nope.
What are you struggling with? Hands.
Even though I have an entire book about drawing hands.
Have you got an entire book about drawing hands?
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
Really? An entire book?
Not an entire book, like a chapter of a book.
Oh, it's a chapter in your manga drawing book on hands. Right, okay. I was thinking, I don't remember buying her a book on hands. I remember buying a book for Christmas on like all the different body, like eyes, nose, different face positions and stuff like that. But I did remember a book on hands.
Like, this is how you draw a patting a dad hand.
What is it with my kids and patting my... Corbin does it. She does... Stop it. Stop. Stop. You... Right. Enough.
Okay.
Enough, young lady, before you get carried away.
What are you...
No, not a sneaky one.
Stretch goals.
Yeah, stretch goals. You weren't supposed to read that
Are
out.
you going to the gym? What?
That's quite good, actually. Yeah. As a fellow drawer, looks good, Willow. Keep practicing.
Do you have
Just
any
draw
tips
all
on how
people
to-
from Powerpuff Girls with fingers. Easy job. Out of curiosity, are you going to the States for Adepticon, or are you going to hang out here for a bit? My guest room is always open to you and yours. I'm only coming over for the week. Obviously, Kez works, all that sort of stuff. My mum's going to have to step in and have the kids while I'm away, because the term is primary carer. Yeah, but I'm primary carer, so... but I am arriving the Monday before and I'm leaving the Monday after. So I think I've got a couple of days before and a day after. Yeah. Excellent. Her art is very similar to yours. Ah. Did it?
What? Bad?
She's talking about her daughter's art. So you need to apologise because her daughter...
Sorry. I'm very sorry. I thought you meant...
That's Annalay.
Yeah,
She was
this-
Charlotte. So you need to apologise to Charlotte because you...
I thought you meant this one.
Right, anyway, donations. I need to cover some people. Right, I know we've done... Yeah, I think we've done Mick. I think we've done Vivian. Yeah, but I know for a fact that we haven't done Thomas. Yeah, who sent us 10 nuggets. So thank you, Thomas. Did this outside stream, Rabs. Hope you have a good time in the US. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you bought lunch on Tuesday. Wait, where in the States are you going?
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago I'm going, isn't it? Flying into O'Hare?
Ohio.
No, not Ohio. It's called O'Hare Airport.
Oh. You learn something new every day.
You do? Right. If you like tips and tricks you get from Mal, thank you. What?
Does anyone have any tips on drawing anime hands?
Practice, practice, practice.
Oh, I didn't know.
Not avoid, practice.
Pen.
Look, why does Dad paint palm trees?
Because he finds it as a passion.
No, because I don't like them.
What?
Because I don't like them.
Best hand I can do.
If you want to do something that you don't like, yeah, then you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it so many times that, yeah, you can do it and it doesn't become an issue. Okay? That's why Dad paints palm trees. Because I struggle with them. Yeah? And so I'll keep doing them until I don't struggle with them. Yeah? So same with hands. What you've got to do is accept the fact that you will struggle with them and they won't be perfect, darling. But just keep going and going and going until you are happy with them. Okay? She ain't even listening to me.
How's this for doing?
Yeah, that's really nice. Keep going. Keep going.
Nope.
Right, I've got 8 questions. I'm going to jump on the questions in just a second.
Bill and Lower.
Bill in Iowa. Trace the hands. What he said. Practice. Oh man, other sides of the state. Sorry, dude. Have you applied for a visa? I haven't applied for a visa yet. If I go via Aer Lingus, I don't need to apply for the EST something. Yeah, but from what I've seen for the visa, I only have to apply 72 hours before I travel, so I should be okay. Angela, don't you dare tell Willow that, Angela. Mel, do you want to get breakfast the Monday after Adepticon? Oh, it sounds good, dude. Are you buying? I might run out of money by then. I might have to sit across the table looking longingly, hoping for my meal on the airplane. The Works does a good drawing anime book. I haven't seen the Works one. She's got, I got a one, yeah, for a birthday, and she dived into it. I mean, absolutely hammered it. Yeah, it went with her absolutely everywhere. I mean, you know, when a kid does something like that, it's like, oh yeah, that's a present for the future. And so it was from this particular author. So he does a few books, and for Christmas I got a one, and Corbin got her one, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And so what do you call it? And so she's got these 3 books now, and she just loves a drawing. I like that, Jake. Question maybe a little long. Context had to be added in. All right, do it, Mel. Don't trust on this. Do it earlier, Mel. Don't trust on the 72-hour thing. No. My plan is, as I understand it, yeah. To apply for the visa, I need to confirm my flight number and I need to confirm my hotel with the booking reference. So right now I have a bed from Wednesday till the Sunday. Yeah, because I'm sharing with Dave, and that's what, yeah. So right now he's talking to the guys at Adepticon to make sure that I have a bed from Monday to Monday. And then he's going to be coming back with the booking reference. As soon as I've got that, I'm booking my flights, and then I'll have the information to do the visa. Yeah, and then I'll do the visa. It is all scheduled to be done this week. Yeah, I'm not leaving it for a couple of days before I actually fly. I want everything ticked, done, job done. I've got to contact my bank as well, let them know I'm going. My mate's visa took 6 weeks. I've been that a long time. Hello, Tanya. I like that idea, Jake. Get on the visa. Yeah, the visa is the priority. I mean, I'm looking 2 months till I fly anyway. Yeah, approximately. So I should be okay. Coming to America, starring Mel Bose. I can't say my favourite line out of that. I know there's children watching. Parents will be sniggering. Do you have any 3mm terrain tips? Yeah, take 6mm and cut it in half, dude. Sorry, no. I don't think I've ever done 3mm terrain, to be perfectly honest. Right, so we are caught up on the PayPals. Thank you, guys. It is genuinely appreciated. I am going to need your help with this PayPal, with this, with this old Adepticon trip. Oh, Joanne sent us, $750? Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Get in there slowly. Yeah, but like I say, it's all sortable, and I am off to Adepticon. It's just how big of the packed lunch I'll be taking with me. Right. Okay, so we've talked about the book. I've let you know that that's going on. Yeah, I've talked about Adepticon, and I've talked about all the content. And we've chatted for quite a while, to be truthful. Yeah, but we need to get some questions done, don't we? Right. Can you guys give me 1 minute just to refresh my mug? Yeah. If you've got any terrain questions, there's a link down below, yeah, to the Google Doc where you can submit them. All you need to do is jump on the Google Doc, enter your your channel name, your screen name, the platform you're on, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, and your question down below, and we'll get to those next. Yeah, and don't check any of those boxes without really reading questions. There were people who ticked yes on the "Are you a terrorist?" questions. Yeah, so we're going to get jump onto that. Remember, the link's down below for the donations. If you would like to help me with my Adepticon adventure, it's gratefully received, guys. We are fundraising for food at the moment. I'm not bringing any toys back. Kerry would kill me. Although, if any of you have an address, I can ship stuff too. Right, I'm going to very quickly go to a Be Right Back. Where's my Be Right Back screen? Oh, my Be Right Back screen isn't what you call it. Right, give me 1 minute, recharge my cup, and I'll be back in just a second, guys. And we're back. Right. Oh, James, thank you, buddy. I don't think that got announced on screen. Menno's thrown a £5 our way as well. Thank you, buddy. Oh, Should make an intermission sign. I did have an intermission sign. I just don't know where the page has gone. It's normally on here, but it's been deleted. I know I shouldn't be complaining about it, but it's just started raining again. I've only had one day in the last 5 days without rain and mud. Oh, darling. Sneaky Mel. Oh. Mel needs custom music for intermissions. I might have an advert for my book in future intermissions, to be truthful. Oh, that's better. Right, I've got 10 questions I'm looking at. Shall we get stuck into those? Right, okay. Oh, Eric's following me. Right, okay. Leslie on YouTube. Come on, show us Corbin's Burma build figures, as you don't have any yet. I do have Burma board figures. They're at the studio. Unfortunately, I can't show you Corbin's work because they're at the studio as well. Yeah, so Leslie, yeah, you'll have to wait till Thursday. Remind me on Thursday's live show. Yeah, and I'll take you through Corbin's models and my models. No chat feed on the stream. It'll kick in a minute, mate. Search wish for simulation mannequin wooden mini human models for anime figure. Oh, right, I know those. Yeah, I know what you're talking about there, mate. Oh, it's really on one now, isn't it? The chat. Right, so Leslie, yeah, catch me on Thursday and I'll show you the train on Thursday. Right, okay, Bill in Iowa. Can I use silicone mold to squirt hot glue into? I need a small, soft, flexible parts and hot glue is just about the right material. Do you not think you can? I'll be honest with you, I've never put hot glue into a silicone mold. Yeah, but I have a vague memory of seeing it done somewhere.
Do you want me to go try it in the cake silicone mould?
You can if you want.
As if Willow hasn't nicked all my glue sticks.
You can't put it in my hairstyles mold.
Well, I've got my own silicone mould, don't need yours.
Have you got a hot glue gun?
Well, I have got a I did have. Oh, hang on, what have I washed?
Is that money? No, it's a packet of what?
Maltesers.
A packet of Maltese. Kids. I'll send you home with Kentucky's finest bourbon. It's almost as good as new gaming supplies. Okay, next question. So I don't know on the silicon in the hot glue, mate. Hot glue in the silicon.
I reckon you could.
Then again, silicon molds go in the oven, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So they can take the temperature. So yeah, you should be fine, mate. If they go in the oven and they're fine in the
That's
oven.
all my cake
Yeah,
molds
yeah. Then it should be.
Tights off there. Willow's tights are stuck to the jammers.
They're not stuck to the jammers. They're inside the jammers. I'm not saying anything on a live stream about clothes inside clothes. Young lady. I've seen molten metal in silicone molds. Really? The red lag saying, right, okay.
Tough is not what it is. The silicone mold.
Lots of people are enjoying Wish. I should get discount codes or something. Let's show start. My site is starting to show the age of a bunch of the miniatures I bought to paint waiting for me. Oh, I know that one. I think the issue will be preventing air bubbles. Heat will not hurt the silicone. Yeah. You could degas it, I imagine, but degassing hot glue is going to, you're going to have to, I'm not even sure. A lot of people are saying silicone can take the heat. So it better get out of the kitchen. Right, okay, so let's move on. Next question. Polyucum.
Who's that, babe? Just say that again.
It's Welsh, I can never. You think, yeah, you know, considering.
Growing up in Wales.
I always struggle with the CWM. Not proper Welsh. I'm sure he makes it or just mainly struggle. Right. Okay, short of chucking a yellow cloth over some books, do you have any terrain suitable for 8th Army and the long-range desert group? Well, to be truthful, I mean, you're only looking at a few rocks and waddies, aren't you? Because it's the desert. It's flat. There's not much. Sand dunes, that sort of stuff. I think we ran through some desert terrain not long ago. Yeah, some topics. We'll need to revisit those. Along with everything else. Yeah.
The sock monsters had all the socks again.
Has it?
Mm-hmm.
Typical. So yeah, what you call it? I'm thinking. I haven't done any desert stuff. I don't think I've done any desert stuff on the channel yet. How crazy is that? So much to do. Yeah, but rocks, waddies, oasis, palm trees, yeah, sand dunes. They'll all fit with 8th Army and the Long Range Desert Group. Right, so let's move on very quickly because I've got a lot of questions. Jimmy's saying some adobe buildings. Yeah, that would work well. Right. Max, wanting to make a retro mid-50s, early 60s style terrain, what would be the most common way to model during that time frame, including glass, brushes and trees? Wanting to model a 9mm diorama. I don't even know. What would be the common way to... Oh, thank you, buddy.
What was that?
It's a message. It's a donation, Duck.
That sounded like Corbin.
Don't say it sounds like Corbin.
You make some stupid noises.
I've had something from Deanna. Oh, wait, I think I've got another one coming in. So I'm not really sure what would be the most common way to model that time frame, because the bushes, glass, trees, they're going to be the same as, I mean, bushes and trees are going to be the same as like Iron Age time and modern time. Glass isn't going to change that much. I just pick the scene you want and just model it, Max. Contribute, donate £6. 3 for me and 3 for Anna and Charlotte. Thank you, guys. Eat well, Mel. Make sure to buy a sweetie or two when you visit. Oh, American sweets.
You better bring me some back.
What are American sweets like?
The door will be
Well, the
locked.
thing is, right, that's something we're going to have a show on, because normally we do this thing where we'll talk about the British stuff for people coming to from America to Britain to try. And, you know, we're like, you got to try Jaffa cakes, you got to try frazzles. You know what I mean? Yeah? But we've got the American side now for the...
Fizzy. Bring me fizzy.
Oh, I'm really interested now.
You've got bad teeth, you can't eat.
Oh, Pagan's saying, look a piece of war in the terrain section, mate. I did a few sheets of posters and stuff from 40s and 50s to print out. Nice one, Pagan. Yeah, Jimmy's saying, look at Battlefront Flames of War for examples. Well, that's good. For sand dunes, try carving canned foam blobs and spraying the textured stone spray. And yeah, that'll work great. Hershey bars, Twinkies. Right. Hey, oh, Jace. Okay. Jason, no, mate. Jace, we're not talking about what people should... What people coming to Britain should try. We're talking about what I should try when I go to the States. Do not want dessert and ask for biscuits. You'll be unpleasantly surprised. Biscuits. We buy Jaffa cakes from Amazon. Love flakes and candy bars. Right. Am I going to get arrested for bringing Jaffa cakes to America? It's good to see you, Jace. I'm in the studio Monday to Thursday this week. So, come say hello, dude. Right. Pat's asking, will we see Wild West terrain at some point? Also, the book looks class, Mel. Thank you. Will we be seeing Wild West terrain? Yes. Probably tail end of the year. I'll probably do some desert Wild West terrain. The way my year is shaping up is very much... Spring is about monstering it and getting all the content I need to get to keep the channel going through sort of summer while I'm writing the book. So we'll probably look at desert tail end of the year. It is good to have our Jace back. Baby Ruth, B&M sell them usually as a pre-taster. We've mastered the art of deep frying basically all food stuff, so I know the Scottish mastered that. I don't. In America, can you get a Mars bar in deep fried in batter? Hey, Tam. Monday and Thursday sounds like plan. It does, mate. It does.
Still playing on games with Connor.
Even though he's on a tech ban.
Yeah.
Means nothing to him. Nothing at all. My nan couldn't get breakfast without icing sugar in America, so she asked for something without, which the waitress said bacon and eggs. So my nan said, that's fine. Came with a blob of ice cream on it. Do I need to take cereal with me? Yeah, but they're saying it comes with a... Hey, Tanya. Tanya Beeson, my graphical designer in the house, people. If you're after any illustrations or anything like that, give Tanya a shout. If you want fried candy, you need to attend a fair carnival here. Mel, you must try a crack pipe from the milk bar. Right, okay. This may be a translation thing, but that means something very different in the UK. Jake, yes, we have Mars bars. People are like, do you have Mars bars? We have cereal, a lot of sweet ones. What about my fruit cereals? My fruit fibre to keep me, you know, me motions in order. The US is the home of all cereals, Mel. I don't know. Mars bars, Oreos, you name it. You ain't got Frazzles, have you? No. All right, so next question. Pat, yes. Wild West terrain, desert terrain. I'll see if I can do something on that the tail end of this year. And I realise we've only just got out of January and I'm saying I'll deal with it at the end of the year. Unfortunately, that's just the way this sort of goes. You know, with doing the book and with the Depticon and everything, I'm really planning ahead for this year. So, you know, I apologise. Jimmy is asking, Mel, I'll read the terrain book. Would a large paint count mean a pricey book and thus limited sales of said book in good quantities? Would a small page count not be the best, as costs will be kept down and more affordable? This may lead to similar follow-on books and a terrain book collection. You could I could reduce the cost, but I'm working on the basis of this is a lot of work, okay? And the way I'm looking at it is 90% chance this is just going to be a one-off. Yeah. Now I could reduce the price of the book to help sales, but that's a sales thing. Okay. And I'm actually looking like I'd like to kit the studio out with some proper cameras off the back of running this Kickstarter. There's two things essentially I really want out of this Kickstarter profit wise. And let's be honest about money. Yeah. I want to take my family out abroad somewhere hot because the kids have never been on a holiday abroad. The family has never been on a holiday out of this country. Corbin's 13. The first time he's going abroad is with is with skiing with school this year. Okay, Willow's never been abroad. I actually feel a bit, I'm not going to use the word because I'm conscious of who's watching, but SH, you know what I mean? Yeah, about the idea that I'm going to a Depticon before my kids have had a holiday abroad. So my first priority for the book is to book the kids a nice holiday somewhere just in the Med or something like that, somewhere warm, somewhere nice that they can enjoy the sun. see that, because they've only holidayed in Britain. Yeah, and so I want them to see, you know, before they grow up and, you know, they're off to college and university, I want a family holiday, a good one. Yeah. And then the other thing that I want out of this Kickstarter is, you know, me and kit and proper expensive kit, we update it so slowly because we never have the disposable budget for it. I want to update my camera gear to 4K cameras. Basically future-proof myself for the next 10 years. Yeah. And so I could cut the cost down of the book and cut our profits down. And yes, it may sell a few more copies, but the Kickstarter is geared very much that if the Kickstarter is successful, not only will we fund the book, but I'll be able to meet those two goals. Yeah, and so that's where the pricing comes from. No, it's a real word, nothing off colour. Oh, right. Go to Milk Bar stores later and you'll see. Right, okay, I'll go Milk Bar stores. Although I won't tell customs that's where I'm coming to America to try. 6 a.m. Tanya, you got up at 6 a.m. for this. You're a dedicated bunch, you lot are. Right, so yeah, that's what's going. That's the idea about the pricing. I'm not actually sure about the pricing of the book. Yeah, but from my point of view, there's a couple of things I want out of it, and to achieve that, going bargain basement and making, you know, a quid or two a book isn't going to achieve it. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm making per. Typical Mel. I spend most time figuring out what I want to put in the book. I don't even know what I'm making for it. A rasher is a slice of bacon, usually black or streaky. I don't know why they called it a rash of bacon. Right, next question. Grimlock Steve is asking, I'm looking to make 3 50mm round bases for myself. I don't live close to Games Workshop and I'd rather spend a load of money. I'm looking for tips on how to do this. Any ideas? Yeah, please. You could cast them. Get one of your old bases, stick it into some green stuff or into some blue tack, and then pour some casting powder or plaster Paris into it. That would make a base. Laser cut's dirt cheap for basing. You could get a drill cutter, a hole cutter, and cut your own. Although you have to get a disc cutter and not a hole cutter. The difference is with a hole cutter, yeah, it cuts a nice clean edge on the hole, but the disc is raggedy. With a disc cutter, it cuts a nice clean disc, but the hole is raggedy. Yeah, so if you want to cut a disc to fit in a nice clean hole, such as you're doing like those bases where they have the removable discs that you can take in and out for dropping trees in and out, you have to have a hole cutter and a disc cutter. So there. I'm so excited for the book. I'm excited for the book. It's weird. I go through these things. It's a bit like with the terrain tutor. I don't think it's going to happen until it's actually happened. I mean, even when I was at 95,000 subscribers, I was still like, no, I'm not going to get 100,000. You know, even when it was plain as day I was going to get 100,000 subscribers, I was like, nah, it's not going to happen. Something, nah. Dental plaster works awesome. Dental plaster's a good one. My favourite is Krista Calor. It is. Everything seems better in the UK food-wise. I don't know. I will be honest, I am a little bit scared about American portions. Yeah, I'm not a big meal eater. You know me, I'm not a big guy. You know, and so I don't eat many big meals. I mean, when I was doing the physical stuff, the physio and the squatting, I used to ram it down. But now, oh, Jason's back doing his thing. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. We are raising money to feed me at Adepticon at the minute. Yeah, I know it says studio streaming thing there, but I figure food at Adepticon is more important than having big writing in the studio. Yeah, but I don't believe things are going to happen until they actually happen. So, but anyway, big eating. Yeah, I'm not a big eater, so I'm a little bit. I may have to go and have child meals. Right, Ian. Ian is asking, I'm doing a World War II RAF Spitfire blast pen diorama. I need some tips to model concrete apron. So far, I've stuck down Wick's cork flooring tiles. Is it just a case of painting? Assume the cork will give a surface texture. I give it a coat of filler, mate. Filler, and then once the filler is dried, I'd go over it and give it a coat of watered down filler. Watered down filler leaves a really sort of like concretey texture, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. And then what I do is when you paint it up, make sure you put a tiny bit of yellow in your grey. That sort of pulls it into more natural concrete looking colours. But I wouldn't go with just the cork. Your cork will not paint up to look like concrete. Give it a coating of filler, mate. You get a free colouring page and crayons with the child meals. Brill! I'm going to have a great time. I hear the US has super cheese, but I don't want to start a cheese war on there. Subpar cheese, but I don't want to start a cheese war on here. Mel, that is why I suggest restaurants for lunch, not dinner. Usually smaller sizes and a lot cheaper. Right, so where do we go for dinner? If we go to the restaurants for lunch, where do I go for dinner, Kat? He's not joking, folks. He can't even eat a whole sandwich. No, I'm not a big eater. You know, I tend to snack through the day, Roy, because I mean, I in all honesty, yeah, I probably one meal a day, yeah, and that's probably about 8, 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, through the day, I'll have lots of little snacks, bits of fruit, stuff like that to get me through. If I have a big meal, that can wipe me out for hours. Just buy from the delis and the stands. Ian saying, cheers, Mel, top tip. No worries, buddy. Glad it helped you, mate. Yeah, but yeah, give it a coat of filler, dude. Cork isn't going to Cork isn't going to paint up like concrete. You're doing the book to share your knowledge with others. Maybe have other people start their own terrain project for the first time after reading your book and watch your YouTube videos. Certainly, that's the plan, mate. I hope. You don't have to feel bad if you can't finish all that is on your plate, Mel. There is a kid in Africa that will be grateful for, or at least that's what my mum said. Oh, my mum used to say the same thing. And, you know, I was a child during the time of Band-Aid. There's a kid in Ethiopia who'll be grateful for that. Well, post it to him. I think one year I actually did without... One year I was that upset about, you know, all the kids starving in Africa. I actually told everyone I don't want anything for Christmas and to just donate the money to them. And that's what I had for Christmas. I had nothing. Not a single present. And I was in primary school at the time. Order pizza for dinner. Apparently it's amazing in Chicago. Ooh. It's that portions are huge and cheap. My preferred places are chains in the US, as you know what you're getting. When are you heading to the US, Mel? Adepticon is what? 27th to the 1st of March? '27th to the 31st, Kez is telling me. I usually hit the market and fix dinner at the hotel. By having cereal and muffins at the hotel and fixing dinner there, I can travel in the big cities for $120 a day. Allows me to travel lots. Yeah, that makes sense. I've got to find out whether, I know Adepticon's sorting me a bed. Yeah, which is great. Thank you, Adepticon. Yeah, really it is. Yeah, because as I understand it, pretty much any room near the actual hotel is gone. And I'd be like miles away if I had to book my own hotel. I hope they can sort it for the start of the week. But I don't know about whether that comes with, whether that's all inclusive, whether that's bed and breakfast, or what the situation is with food and hotels. Not too keen on the vampire infestation, the Dresden books. I'm looking forward to it, to be truthful. I am looking forward to it. Fred used to live in Chicago, so he's told me it's a lovely city. So, guys, if you would help me, like to help me with the Adepticon thing, links down below, yeah? I'm doing a little bit of a push before, Now, steak, I like. Yeah, but the Americans are going to laugh at me because I like it really well done. Oh, I've seen the announcement. I was just thinking Adepticon was in the UK. No, I'm going over to the States, Chicago. Have you never seen Pulp Fiction? Oh, I'd like one of those milkshakes. Okay, Celtic Blood. YouTube, I'm stuck on my Hobbit house I'm making. I'm to where I need to do the flocking, and I'm trying netted paper like the shit bottles in to maybe help the flock stick, but it hasn't worked. Ideas. I'm using clay, paper mache, and paper netting. Why isn't your flock sticking? If you're using PVA on any of those materials, flock should stick. Netted paper. Let me just search on that because I've not used netted paper. Right, so it's the drywall paper, netted paper is micro mesh. I can't see why. My suggestion, okay, because I can't figure out why it isn't sticking, is, yeah, is it painted yet? I mean, surely you painted it before, before you stuck your flock down. I know Celts in the I don't know, I'm using Mod Podge. That could be your issue. Are you diluting the Mod Podge or not? Never use room service. You could feed a family for a week on what it costs. Medium well for me. Cooked through but still juicy and a good char on the outside. Mid-rare is life. Mid-rare. The underneath is painted, yes. Right. If you're using Mod Podge, one of the things with flocking is, the way flocking adheres is it sort of sucks up the PVA, yeah, up through it, so it sort of bonds. It sucks it up through this sort of process of physics called capillary reaction, yeah, where basically it's a tension thing, but basically, yeah, where you've got lots of little gaps, they will suck water up. Now, if you're using neat Mod Podge, it's not suckable. Yeah, it won't flow. It sticks, which means that could be the reason your flock is struggling to stick down, because it can't suck the PVA into it to bond. Try PVA with watered down a bit so it can flow a bit, mate. I've used watered down and not watered down. Oh, damn. Try PVA and ditch the Mod Podge then. Other than that, email with me with some photos, mate, because I'm really struggling. I think room service is ridiculous everywhere. A lot of British hotels put like a nominal charge on room service, like a £5. Full English breakfast. I got so fat I was last time in the UK. Full English breakfasts. When I used to do the sales job and I was on the road, I had to quit full English breakfasts. Yeah, because it was just every day. So use regular glue. Yeah, use regular PVA. It'll flow better, mate. With black pudding. Oh, Tanya, nice one. I'm liking you more and more each time, Duck. Right, I've got 16 questions. We've got 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to knock off the questions now. Right, that's Jake's question about, the desert. He said skip that because we talked about it earlier. Black pudding for the win. I bet you don't get that in the States. Okay, question from my moderator, Kat. Last week, someone was asking molds and resin plaster. Jeremy did a super easy video on how to make molds cheaply. Right, for everyone who's who's looking for molds and stuff, Jeremy over at Black Magic Craft did a good vid on it, on making molds cheaply. So if you're looking for molds, go check that out. Thank you, Kat. Okay, red green. Well, not a question. I didn't hot glue. Took the heat. Right. Red Green has tried our hot glue in a silicone mold. He says the mold took the heat and it came out fine. So we're on a winner. Yes, you can use hot glue in silicone molds. Thanks, Red Green. Also, I'm skipping through these questions. Proper stake should be just past where a good vet could still save it. Nope. You might want to prep some sleep change and sleep schedules. Yeah, I know. What you call it? Takes you for every hour of time difference. It takes your body a day to acclimatize and change. But there's a lot of tricks you can do for that. When I was working in sports, obviously we used to take sports people around the world, various teams and stuff like that. And there's various things you can do to trick acclimatization. I mean, one of the things is to sleep with a blindfold on your first night. Yeah, because if you get zero hint of light, I mean, absolutely zero, not even a tiniest little night light or, little on light from a mobile, complete blackness. Yeah, you can reset your body clock 50% quicker. So there's a lot of stuff that I do. Also, I tend to, a lot of you States folks who follow me on Facebook will know I post at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm actually closer to States time myself in the way I live my life than actually UK time. I'm awful in the mornings, yeah, whereas because what I do needs peace and quiet and the kids don't go to bed till 9, 10 o'clock, it's quite normal for me to work till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, then go sleep. Yeah, you got to get that gorgeous hemoglobin oozing out of the steak. Oh, what you lot like. You're pushing it now, aren't you? Right. Okay, Annalee's got a question for us. Do you think it makes a real difference as to what to prime different materials with, for instance, lead versus minis and general crafting terrain? I think the difference in what you use in primers on stuff, yeah, only makes a difference at the top end of your game. I think for the vast majority of what we do, including what I do, yeah, you're fine as long as it's primed. I mean, a primer just helps paint stick to a surface. Yeah, so if whatever you put down on that, whether it's proper primer, whether it's just a bit of house paint, whether it's a quick dusting with a spray can, whether it's a coat of PVA, whether it's gesso, yeah, doesn't really matter, yeah, because there's very few of us who can do the painting and all that sort of stuff to such a standard where we notice the difference the prime coat makes. Yeah, the important thing is get a decent coat of primer, whatever primer you're using on your model, to help the paint stick and reduce chipping. It's myoglobin, not hemoglobin. At uni, I put on over a stone in half a term for breakfast in the halls. I was injured, so not running, forgot to cut back on food intake. Oh, we used to have to do that with the lads when they went on rehab or they were, on chit. And it was like, right, you're on cereal, mate. What, no fried breakfast? No fried breakfast. What, no fried breakfast? No fried breakfast. Cereal. You see them all injured around the cereal section in the mess. I'll be there. Big fry up. I saw you at the last event last year. That would probably be Salute, would it? Is there a thing to spray prime terrain? I use an airbrush, but you can use router cans. We tend to use spray primers on resin and MDF kits, especially MDF kits, because MDF soaks in the moisture from paint horrifically. We'll get him to order Rocky Mountain oysters, then tell him what they are. So what are Rocky Mountain? Well, that's not going to work, is it? Because I'm going to type it into Google now and find out what Rocky Mountain oysters. Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh, right, okay. Wouldn't matter. Yeah, I've had those plenty of times. Maybe you're not Rocky Mountain versions, but I've travelled the world, folks. Right. Will there be more trash terrain tutorials? Yeah, that's coming up. That's in the book as well. See, the book's an opportunity for me to cover the stuff I haven't covered on the channel yet either, which is naughty of me, I know. Right, next question. Jake's asking, I want to make some buildings with a thatched roof. Any tip on what to use for fibres? Yes. What do you call it? Go to my Terrain Techniques, Buildings and Ruins. In there, you will find a video, called Thatching Techniques. And there's 3 different techniques, I think, for doing thatched roofs. I think we did clay, we did fibre, and something else. Yeah, damn Google. You ain't going to back me on that. I'd still eat them. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. But yeah, Jay, go and check the terrain tutorials, playlist. There's a video on thatching roof techniques there that covers various different ways of doing it. Yeah, so all your answers are there, buddy. My personal preference, I'm a big fan of, either teddy bear fur, or doing it with clay. Yeah, and actually sculpting it. They're my 2 go-to methods. Teddy bear fur is, is an easy way of doing it. Yeah. The clay, it's a lot more work and it's a bit more fiddly, but I think the results are much more beautiful with clay. Right, last question of the night with only 3 minutes to go. It's been a good show, hasn't it? Remember, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, if you have enjoyed the information, if you do want to support me on this adventure to take Adepticon, links down below for tips and stuff. Even a quid will help. Yeah, so links down below. It all helps feed me, helps get me there. Yeah, and I promise I won't spend any of it on any toys or anything like that. I need addresses to ship stuff to. Jace, I can ship stuff to your house, yeah? Right, last question. This is from Joanne. Will there be more change tutorials, more creative research? Yes, I saw that in the comments. Yes, there will. I'm in the process. I want to do a back to basics video on the trash terrain stuff and actually do a core video talking about how you use this stuff, where you find it, what paints are best, what glues are best, what to avoid, what to use, because it's going to be a lot of common information, a lot across all the trash terrain vids, if you know what I mean. And if I do a bulk core back to basics video on using trash terrain, then I could just refer back to it as a reference video in other ones, you know what I mean? Yeah? How much? Oh, cat. Shh. You busted it. Kez doesn't watch the videos, don't be silly. She has to live with me. Do you really think in the spare time she wants to watch me? Yeah. D Woods, thank you, buddy. Right. So, so there is trash terrain coming. That's sort of scheduled mid to late year because I am doing it as part of the book as well. Yeah. I heard later. Yeah, so that is coming. So, yes, more coming. Wow, what a show. It's been a brilliant show, guys. Right. Are we blackmailing Mel for free books, Matt? No. You can't blackmail me for free books because I'm not the publisher. I can't give you free books. That's Dave Taylor. You're going to have to blackmail Dave. Right. I'm going to call it. Let me tell you what's going on this week. Okay. Tuesday's video is the Highlands video. I have another video on painting the White Cliffs of Dover and paint schemes, that sort of stuff. Now, I haven't decided whether I'm going to start releasing videos on Thursdays. Yeah, now I'm back in the studio. Or move it to Saturday so you have essentially video, live show. Okay? So there may be a video on Thursday. It may come out on Saturday. I'm not sure on the scheduling yet. Okay? If you want to watch it, it's already on Patreon. So the video, the Highland build for the point and the painting video, they're both on Patreon already. So the content's done, it's there. I'm just figuring out the scheduling. I like the idea of having something for a Saturday. Yeah, so I might move it to Saturday, but you've got a couple of videos. We are in the studio on Thursday. Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, I can see no reason why we're not doing a live stream on Sunday. I will be able to, oh, big flakes of snow. Have a great week, everyone. Snowing. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm not getting into Super Bowl and rugby and all that sort of stuff. I'm not doing that. So you've got plenty of content coming this week. I'm cracking on with more stuff. And next week, I'll be able to bring you a bit more of an update on Adepticon and that sort of stuff. Thank you for your donations, guys. Genuinely, I couldn't do this trip without your support. Okay? I'm taking a bit of a leap of faith that I can get everything sorted by the time we go. So, for every little donation, every chip towards the food fund and, the Get Around fund and that sort of stuff, thank you, guys. I will make damn sure I do a brilliant video for you for everything that Adepticon has to offer. Except for what's in my room, where I'm sharing a room with Dave Taylor. That's... Right. Please, Jace, I hope you can join him on Thursday. That would be awesome, Jace, if you could. It'd be good to have you in the studio. Right, I'm going to call it. Yeah? So, crack your show, guys. See you soon. All the best. Terra. What was that? What was that? Terra. That was. I'll see you soon, yeah? Terra. That's it. I use this hand, don't I? Yeah. All right. Bye.